Hello ladies, thanks for joining me. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about how accessories can really help us cultivate our poise. I've been creating a whole series around this in the month of January. If you haven't seen the other videos, they're going to be linked in a playlist for you right here. So I would love if you checked that out. Now, what are some poise and chic-filled accessories? Now, for me personally, jewelry is always going to be at the top of the list, but when you are looking at cultivating your poise, you're going to want to really take the less is more approach. I think it is Coco Chanel. She said something like, if you put on all of your jewelry, when you're about to go out, take one of those items off. I think something like that. But for me personally, I'm somebody that goes for quite minimal jewelry. And if you are new to this channel, you may not know, I did go through a online finishing school last year. And one of the things that she taught us was that really, wearing your diamonds should be something that is reserved for the evenings. And I actually love that because sometimes I think that we can go out and be a lot too flashy for the daytime. So these particular earrings here are just from Majori. I love them. They're a drop pearl style. Now, Majori is going to be kind of mid-tier jewelry, but it is a goal of mine to start investing in high quality items. Perhaps that just means I get one new high quality item a year, but I don't think jewelry is something that you have to build a whole collection overnight. Of course, if you have the resources to do that, by all means, but I know personally this is something that my husband and I have spoken about, that we would like to work towards building our jewelry collections, perhaps one item a year at a time. Now, the next chic and poise-filled accessory you will want to invest in is a good pair of shoes. If you saw on this channel, or perhaps I will link the video right here for you, back in the spring I received a pair of shoes from Sarah Flint. I had never heard of Sarah Flint before, but oh my goodness, Sarah Flint has one of the most chic and poised-filled brands. I absolutely love following her business account and also her personal account. So she is an American designer and her factories that she makes her shoes in are all in Italy. And let me tell you, I've never had a pair of shoes of this quality before. Most of my shoes were kind of a mid-tier range. And oh my goodness, when I walk in these loafers, they just feel sturdy. They feel like I can't feel anything on the ground beneath me. I will say when I first started wearing them, they did create a few blisters at the back of my Achilles and my heel, but that is just kind of normal for any new shoe. But if you haven't invested in a quality pair of shoes, I think this is the time to start thinking about that. Again, like what I said with the jewelry, I'm not going to be looking at investing all of my money into shoes each year. I don't think that that is sustainable for where I'm at in life. But if I can invest in maybe one or two high quality shoes a year, I think that I will be on a really good track to really creating a wardrobe that is chic and poised. What about scarves? Do you wear them? Do you love them? I absolutely love them. There is a brand by a lady called Lauren Amiri, I believe, and I think her brand is called Avell. I have mentioned it on this channel before. She has some of the most beautiful scarves, and then there's some of them that are thinner that I think tie more like into a bow. I'll have two photos inserted around here. I love them. Now, you can get an Hermes scarf, and I think that sometimes when you invest in designer accessories, it's such a way to elevate an outfit without absolutely breaking the bank. But I know sometimes people have a hard time investing in those designer items. They can't fathom spending 400 pounds on a scarf. I totally understand that. For me, I like investing in items like that to completely elevate my look, but then maybe going with more budget-friendly options for things like my blouse. Now, back to Avell for a second. There is a scarf on there, and I believe it's 90 pounds, which I know is going to maybe even seem quite extreme for your budget. I'm not too sure where you're at on the other side of things, but The reason why I love this particular brand is I feel like it gives the same feeling as Hermes. Maybe it's the tones that they use, but I absolutely love using scarves to tie around my neck. You can either tie them this way or you can tie them this way. And also that brand Sarah Flint with the shoes I was talking about previously, she just came out with the most beautiful face masks. If I can find a picture, I'll have it linked right here. They are stunning. So what a way that you can cultivate your poise and up-level your look with a scarf. Let's talk about handbags for a second. So this one is just from Ralph Lauren, and this is my everyday bag. I really want a Louis Vuitton Neverfull. Some people think it's basic. I personally have wanted one for years, and for me, for my work purposes, I think that it is going to be a very beautiful addition to my wardrobe. But I think it's so important for ladies to have a handbag or a tote that is going to really help them look more leveled up and cultivate their poise, because really we have to take into consideration the way that we are looking and coming across to others. And if you are going to have a tattered, papers coming out of your bag every which way, you might want to reflect on visuals that is conveying to somebody else and what story it might be telling about you. Now, when I don't have that massive tote, I just have a couple of designer purses that this is maybe what I'll wear for a date night out. I don't need to have a ton of cards with me, keys, lip gloss, and that's what I take with me for nights out. So I think having a mid-tier option and then maybe a designer option is a great addition to your wardrobe. Last but not least, let's talk about pajamas, because it is the area that I really need to level up in. Referring back to Jennifer's book, she says, "Why are presentable pajamas important? Because we want to be our best poised selves at all times of the day and night. Yes, even when we're sleeping. We are growing out of the sloppiness of our teenage and college years when we wear boxer shorts and oversized concert t-shirts to bed. While your pajamas can still be playful, they can also reflect the self-respect and dignity that you deserve. Presentable pajamas are another component in presenting yourself well. They indicate that you are cultivating poise for the right reasons, not to impress other people, but to see the change it makes in your own life." I'm going to be overlaying some clips of the current nightwear that I have. Some of it is quite bold and maybe not where I'm at right now. I think I like more bold patterns in the aspect of there's no pattern on it. I probably didn't say that very efficiently. I don't like a pattern on it, but maybe just like a bold color as opposed to pattern that's all in your face. Although I have seen some pattern that does still look quite high-end, I just think the items that I'm showing you right now, they don't cut it. So this is me putting myself out there, and I want you to hold me accountable because I do need to really level up in the items that I am wearing at home. I think your pajamas are such a way that you can feel a lot more feminine even when you're at home behind closed doors. That is really gonna just let that poised and feminine energy come out of you. And really, I think that it's gonna feel great on your skin. So wouldn't you want to level up that experience before you're going to bed? I do also need to invest in a nightgown. The one that I have right now just really isn't cutting it. And I do want to put some money towards that this year, and also some loafers. There is a brand called Kalida's Shoes, I believe, and they are just such stunning loafers for the house. They are a little bit expensive, but I am someone who loves wearing loafers around the house. I don't like the feeling of my feet on a cold floor, so they are something that I'm willing to invest in, and they're a lot more leveled up than your classic UGG slipper at home. I would love to hear what the accessories that help you cultivate your poise are in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.